Hello, hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
Well, never better, I want to say, but that wouldn't be true.
Let me switch on
Anyway.
live. Something else. Okay, I better switch on live.
Yeah. So while Boris is doing his finals preparation, I want to welcome everyone for June. That's still June, people. Yeah, not July. Our June masterclass for World Chess, and today, as far as I'm informed, we will be discussing attacking the king, right? The direct attack against the king. If nothing has changed, right?
Yes. It will be our topic of today.
Yeah. And okay, I'll probably pass the floor to you, but then I want to say something about, I mean, if we are going to look at the game that I think we are going to look at, I want to say something about.
Yeah. Yes, this is a game. I think you've been interested. Yeah, you played same tournament. I mean, you played in Polanica that time.
Yeah.
Dear friends, today we are going to discuss direct attack of against the king, and I am happy to present you maybe the most beautiful game I ever played. It's my game against Alexey Shirov from Polanica Zdroj 99, and I hope you will enjoy it and also learn some patterns, attacking patterns, some ideas which we consider while attacking our opponent.
Yeah, and regrettably, there is no more such tournament. Polanica, I mean, it probably is, but no such a strong tournament. It used to be like one of the very strong tournaments, Akiba Rubinstein Memorial, which I thought also, like you named few times Rubinstein as kind of your idol, right?
Yeah, a favorite player. Yeah.
In the books and so on. And then this is Akiba Rubinstein Memorial. And there is quite a few things attached to this specific one, 1998, because not only this game was played there, it was a pinnacle of her career, I want to say, of Alexey Fedorov. The last real King's Gambit player, because he was on the rise and he was like really progressing. Then in Polanica, he got absolutely destroyed and never kind of managed to recover to such a scale that he used to be. I believe he was at some point close to 2,700.
He was probably while he was playing in Polanica, he was 2,700.
Yes, and for me, I'm sorry, but it's a little bit personal. For me, it was like a first first serious tournament I won. I won the B tournament, the open tournament with like Malanyuk and some 2,600 players and quite a lot of grandmasters. Being international master myself, and that was also a hell of a tournament. I lost 2 games, I won 8 out of 10, not a single draw.
Not a draw, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a really nice tournament. It was really milestone. I think from 62 or from 63, they organized this tournament in this spa resort in Poland.
Yeah, it's also a beautiful place, right?
What a beautiful place. Nowadays there are some tournaments, I think, every year. Some years they've been quite close. David Navarro played, Kirill Shevchenko played, probably last year or 2 years ago. Hopefully one day it will get back, especially chess getting very popular in Poland. But let's get back to the game.
Yep.
Let me share a screen. And we played this game. I played this game with Alexey Shirov. Turned out to be one of the best guy I ever played. I even, remember feeling of this weather, what the weather was at that day. Very strong emotional connection to this game. I played d4. I knew Alexey was playing Grunfeld. It was in a period when he was, let's say, official challenger for Garry Kasparov. If you can say there was official challenger, but this match never materialized. Probably disturbed Alexey a bit, but he won his candidate match against Vladimir Kramnik, and he played Grunfeld at that match, so I knew it will be Grunfeld. It's a good chance. And I wanted to try my favorite system, Rook B1. I think previous masterclass we discussed it already. Game with Vasily Ivanchuk. And Alexey played the same system Vasily played, G4, but now I played on H4. It never been really popular, but still okay. Vishanand used it, Vladimir Kramnik used it afterwards, so it's not a bad move and requires quite a knowledge from black. Alexey played, of course, the most natural move is to play G5, but it weakens a king. Knight C6, I played D5. Okay, it's possible to play. I think Anand drew with Kramnik. He analyzed it deeper when already actually turned out E5. It's one of the concepts in this system, yeah? Black say, okay, you don't want to take on E7, so I will run a pawn, and when my pawn will be close, your pieces will be kind of pinned to protect it.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few games when they, in this specific line, when they just push the A pawn, and it looks kind of very risky. But at the same time, there is, I want to say, positional background to this. Like the D4 pawn for white is hanging, so it's very likely you will play D5 sooner or later. And then you have the bishop on G7 and the A pawn, which is running. And this is always a very good kind of combination of things.
Yeah, but they're dangerous for white to... it's easy to over-press, yeah? If you make one inaccurate move, the pawn will be on A2, let's say. And then all we have to think is how to prevent. And this game turned out to be really sharp. I took. He played G5. Well, he keeps on pushing, yeah? After Rook B7, I already won't take on E7. Now Rook E7, he wants Knight C6. Then take on F3 and take on D4, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, he is okay. But G5 is a weakening. So already, it's kind of one pattern, not only in attacking, but generally, when your opponent makes a move, we have to think what had changed in the position. Yeah, maybe we got new ideas. Yeah, sometimes he lost control of some square or moved piece to some position. Here he kind of weakened the king. So I immediately start with H4. Alexey pushes A3. I took. And now, I started to think. A few months ago, there was a game played with this line between two strong players, Joel Lothier and Ivan Sokolov. And but okay, I knew the game was played, but I didn't analyze it. I have to say that I spent more than 1 hour in this position trying to think, because I felt it's a really important position. Because if I'll do something wrong, of course it's a risky. I don't recommend no one to think so long, but still I wanted to find an idea, because there is okay, knight is pinned. And my ideas, of course, very natural move. It was played by Lothier, actually, Rook B5 also, very interesting move to bring Rook into attack through on G5. Black play Knight C6, take. Now we play Bishop C4. And it's a very dangerous attack. Hard to say if it's probably after A2, we don't have more than a draw, yeah? F4, queen.
Queen, and we take G7 and...
Queen G4, it's a perpetual. I'm not sure I saw it, but probably I saw it. Yeah. Actually, in a game, for some reason, Sokolov didn't play A2. and he could lose. Yeah, he played rook d8, yeah. But
Oh, he
also, no,
played
it's
rook d8.
okay. Yeah,
And queen d4 loses as well in this position.
I
Yes.
think queen d4 we take and bishop e5. No, 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 no. Oh, no.
There is knight
No, no,
f3.
no. I'm.
No, I actually thought like you can take g7, give a check, take
Yes,
the.
yes. I think.
And I wasn't like absolutely sure if it's winning, but probably it is, right?
I'm not sure, but I think white is clearly better side. Yeah, we'll
Yeah, you can never lose, right?
To surround this pawn.
Yeah,
But I go just for beauty of a chess. Just I'll illustrate. We'll see a lot of beautiful lines. But rook d8, f4 was played. He brings queen into attack. Rook d4. He took queen h5.
queen h5.
And now he played very natural move e5. We want queen g6 now, yeah?
Blocks the diagonal. Yeah, looks
Block
very
diagonal
logical.
But Sokolov gave up a piece, and somehow white seems better, but it was not enough eventually. Engine found a really amazing way to win. Just to play slowly, to bring a rook.
King g2.
Because it seems queen c2 will just, he will take, but he just make a quiet move.
Wow.
And now queen g6 is a threat. But it's a very computerish line.
Yeah, it's interesting. King g2, I was considering when you were talking about this position, I was considering king g2, but like you play king g2 is the only idea to play rook h1, right? So that's why rook to e1 is a hard move to find. I guess that's the point.
Play knight to c6, yeah, if you do his move, yeah. He would play knight c6, and the d4 pawn will hang. So also bishop on e2, it's kind of pinned. So after some long thought, I played this move rook c7 with an idea of prophylactic, yeah. I prevent knight to c6, and also I want to play bishop c4. Kind of very multifunctional move. Another idea I want is rook c2, kick the queen and take on g5.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, if we'll get a bit back, next game which was played in this line, black already realized and played knight c6 here to prevent it. The same Ivan Sokolov, and he was doing fine. Few months later. Took d5, took on f3, played knight d4, and somehow managed to get a good position. So that's how the theory develops, yeah, or used to develop. You know, you play one line, first white played rook b5, let's say find nothing, then next guy normally during the game plays rook c7, prevents, so black analyze and gives a good prevent, and they play knight c6 and move earlier.
Yeah, but this is good old times you're talking about, Boris. And now one plays an idea and everybody starts cloud computer and, you know, stops everything.
It's true. It's true. Okay, rook c7. What black can do? Now actually quite a big choice. Quite a big choice. Knight a6 he played, but I thought that knight d7. Very logical. The point if I'll play like I played in a game, play here. First, it seems that this combination will work. Knight g5, queen h5 is a threat.
That's exactly what I thought, to be
But
honest.
he has queen b6 here.
Queen b6, queen h6, nice.
And queen h6. And okay, we don't mate him, and pawn is on a3, yeah? You shall not forget. So I intended to play e5. So both the block bishop, block knight, and if he plays, let's say, rook c8, I have bishop c4 already. Queen b2, I can take because he cannot...
this one you're winning, but do you win after queen c4? Because this is
after
like...
Queen c4...
This will be very Grunfeldish.
But I'm better.
Yeah. This will be very Grunfeldish, right? I mean, sacrifice the queen, no attack, and then push the pawn.
Yes, yes. But here I control, I take on g5, next move.
Queen b3, take on g5, yes. I agree.
I thought I'm better. Okay, of course, when you play such a game, you don't consider if you're winning or not. It's very important to realize.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
If the game goes your direction or not, yeah? And if for queen b2, then my idea was to play rook c2, queen b3, and take on g5. Maybe also bishop c4 here. It's interesting. Yeah, and queen d3. Just to play quietly, we get control. Because my idea was knight g5, a2. And now I wanted to take on a2 and take on g4. Strange transformation. We have 2 pawns for an exchange, and we are stronger side, yeah?
Yeah, this looks like much better. I don't know, maybe black can save somehow, but looks much better.
Yes. Engine corrects that bishop f5 is the best.
Bishop f5, that's what I thought. Like maybe.
Okay, we can go here, and now we have difficulties. If we can get this exchange for the bishop, let's say he'll play rook bishop b1, we are fine, but probably, I don't know, probably he'll not be in hurry, yeah? Bishop h6 may be a threat. Looks like position more or less balanced, yeah? Probably I'll manage it, but in worse circumstances.
Yeah, and this is we are discussing knight d7, and in the game he played knight a6. Yes.
a6, yeah. Another interesting move I considered, of course, is queen b2. Rook c2 I intended to play, and queen b3 now. Actually, I also considered queen b6. I'm interested. Take.
Takes on e2, right?
Take on e2. There are other possibilities. I also considered this. Why? You know, I didn't spend 1 hour in vain, yeah? Because it seems that here he is winning an exchange, yeah?
And then you have knight e6.
And I have knight e6.
Oh, nice.
He plays knight c6, but okay, I will be happy to play this endgame, yeah?
Yeah.
Not sure I'll win, but he'll not enjoy, yeah? So let's say bishop e2, I take. He goes here, I go knight f3. Hard to say, he definitely has compensation, but I have extra pawn, he doesn't have threats.
Yeah.
Playable position. And if queen b3, I intended to take and get the more or less same position. White are better. Here, white are clearly better, yeah? 2 pawns. I'll play knight f3 maybe, or maybe just d5, e5 and push.
Yeah, some, again, some knight e6 tricks sometimes.
Yes, knight e6 is maybe a threat. So, but I also, when you attack also, sometimes you burn bridges, but when it's possible, like here, it's good to, you know, to attack while not burning all the bridges. Sometimes we have to. but if possible, we can have to. But also, knight e6 is a very challenging move, very concrete. I took. Okay, if I'll take, it's senseless, yeah? He takes, yeah? We lose momentum, yeah? I could start bishop c4, rook e7, it's the same. Because queen b2 is must. Because I have threat of rook b7 now, yeah? If, let's say, he attacks, I cut the queen. I don't know if it was practical or not, but I gave him choice, maybe. He thought 5 more minutes, yeah?
So he will still need to play queen b2.
He have to, yeah? And bishop c4. And now this is a position I was looking for, yeah? What options black has? Let's check one by one, yeah? Because also when we attack, we cannot analyze all options, but we have to analyze the most direct ones, yeah?
And the most direct is a2, yes.
But I take. If he goes, okay, just he's not in time, yeah?
Because
I
we
can always
attack.
play queen a1, and if he takes knight g5, I think it just mate, yeah?
Check.
Queen g4, queen e6, okay.
There is no way to run, yes?
Yeah. But also, okay, the worst case scenario, I'll give up a rook and mate one move later, yeah? I'll make like... more or less the same goes after bishop f6. I take.
Take on f7.
Yeah, knight g5. I can also, I thought I can include e5, yeah? And do it with an extra tempo. But it's no need, yeah? Okay, no one protects king. Probably 8 rooks, I feel, may easily fall, yeah? With all this geometry checks.
So a2? Just like, just out of curiosity, if he plays a2, what do we do?
A2,
we probably win in many ways, right? Check.
Probably, let's say check.
Yeah.
Bishop f6, bishop e5, I think we simply win, no? Or queen d5. Even we take on 8, I think I believe we'll win.
Yeah, that's right. King g7, we can take the rook, give the queen, and still it looks...
Yeah, bishop d4, and then we mate with other. Actually, I missed a very good defense engine, just modern engine indicated. Knight b4. How to understand what's the point of this move?
Okay, so if we do the same, if we take on f7,
if you do on f7,
he takes, yes, takes, and he doesn't take the bishop.
Yeah, he doesn't take
I presume.
It goes here.
And d5 square is protected.
Activate the king, the queen.
So the queen is...
Very deep idea, yeah?
Yeah, this is not easy at all.
Not easy at all, yeah. Okay, still we can play rook b7, game goes on, yeah. We are still better, it's like queen c3, queen b3, take. a2 will take, or king h6.
Yet another position exchange down, right?
Yes.
But with good chances, of course, with good compensation.
Yeah. Maybe knight c6 is strong here, but okay, it's all, we don't have to see it. We had to see it during the game, and we cannot see it, yeah? But he made the most natural move, queen b4. Fork.
Yeah, actually attacks two things.
Yeah. Okay, I take.
Now we can start with bishop takes, yes.
Yes. We have to, because here... Okay, we don't have enough. Okay, the best we can hope it's maybe make perpetual here.
Yeah, some perpetual after queen d2, that's what I thought.
But I don't see even perpetual. Take queen f7. Whenever bishop goes with pin, yeah? And king g2, queen f3.
Yeah, not so good.
So I take, because now if he takes with a rook, I take, same story, yeah? Bishop d4, I have this nice trick. Maybe the clearest, yeah? At least that's what I wanted. But he cleverly plays king h8. Rook is trapped. Suddenly. Suddenly rook is trapped.
Not hanging, but trapped, right?
Yes. But in fact, there are more than one way for white to save it. Not to save it, but to, okay, get good position. Maybe I will challenge you and our attendees.
Yeah, that's definitely, if we want to stop in this game, it's probably somewhere around this position.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Then, of course, like to try to start solving it from here is a little bit unfair because it's overwhelming. Too many things. But yeah, let's think.
Also, it's incredible. It's not incredible that I found one beautiful continuation, while Alexey was thinking about totally different, but also maybe even more beautiful continuation. So two players were thinking totally opposite directions.
Okay, so I have one version. I mean, no calculation whatsoever, just like as a guess. Can rook e5, rook g5 be something sensible?
Rook e5, I will take on f7. Rook g5, I will take on f3. Then I will play maybe queen d4.
You still can play queen d4. Yeah, gf3, queen d4. Yeah, there is no checkmate.
Okay, you have compensation maybe, but
nah.
Clearly you are fighting for survival, yeah?
Yeah. So the other idea that I had was, okay, I mean, we can go by the method of exclusion, by the way.
Exactly. It's very useful method.
Like, looking at our pieces as a suspect, okay, can you move? No. Can you move? Like moving the king? No, doesn't make sense, right? Moving, exactly. And yeah. Okay, so moving the rook to d7 technically is the move, which makes some sense.
But I take.
Yeah, but that's the moment when I'm unpinned, right? I mean,
yes,
so that's like, it doesn't make sense to like just randomly give the rook. Like if I go to c7, it's stupid. Rook d7 at least does something. Exactly. So that would be my logic. Okay, if I'm to move the rook, that's why I wanted rook e5, so it does something, and rook d7 also does something. So we could check.
Logic.
Rook d7. Now, let's start with him taking, because yes, he can do other things, but if he can take, then there is no point in discussion. So rook d7, bishop d7. I probably I actually have knight e5 as well. Okay, as a side option. I thought knight g5, but also knight e5 after bishop d7.
You have knight e5 also, yeah.
And for now, looks good, to be honest. Knight e5.
But if I play, let's say g4.
G4 is what you want, yes. And maybe that's enough. Maybe it's not enough. Okay, maybe that's time to stop and try to count the material. After such a beautiful attempt.
Okay, first we have to start with knight g5. We grab
maybe you're right. Yeah, why to be fancy? Knight g5, and we want
queen b6.
Queen b6. He wants to go to h6, and then bishop e6, it's too much, yes? Or maybe not. Bishop e6, he will have bishop e8, but then some queen g4 looks promising. We cut away the queen. Yeah, like bishop e6, if there is, let's say, a simple move, it should be something like cutting the queen off. I feel like if queen gets to h6, we won't be able to do something.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah,
this
exactly.
works,
That's what I played.
so that this was the line in the game, and Alexey found the other one. That's interesting.
Yeah. Okay, we'll return to it. Alexey found another one. Didn't cross my mind. But okay, this is amazing move. Put just rook under attack for nothing, not even grab a pawn, yeah, just to get diagonal. And right after the game, Alexey said that, okay, it's very prosaic move. You had much more imaginative opportunity. And he showed me this idea, bishop e6.
Bishop e6. Aha.
Okay.
Wait, is there a there is a difference. I was thinking bishop h5, but that was stupid. It doesn't unpin the knight. Yeah.
No, but the point is, okay, if you take, I take, we are winning here. Yeah, 3 points for an exchange, but bishop f3 is a problem.
Bishop f3, yes. Have to take, I guess, or not really. You have to take the. I wanted to say you have to take the bishop, but probably the other bishop, right?
Yeah, rook g7. If king g7, okay, we take and we win. But
no, this is crazy. Yeah, bishop e5, and you're threatening double check.
And we are threatening rook anywhere on the 7th rank with me. Black has only defense here.
Queen b5 or what?
Queen b5. And now there are two options. We can protect it by d5 or bishop d5.
Absolutely crazy.
Absolutely crazy. But Alexey showed me a lot of lines after the game. He saw it quite deep. Let's say if I play bishop d5. Alexey's idea was rook f5.
This is.
I have to take. Rook b7 I can go and take, but okay, bishop e2 he will play, yeah. I think.
Yeah, he's.
We cannot have time to regain a piece. Rook a1 we have to play, but I don't think we'll win after the So take and queen d5. The most natural is rook d7, takes. And Alexey wanted to play bishop c2. He calculated till here. Far from being obvious, yeah? Who is better than why, yeah?
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy.
g4, knight c5. Rook c7, a2. Totally insane position, yeah?
Yeah, like takes the knight, bishop b1 is the problem, right?
Yeah. So maybe king g2 is a clever move.
King g2 that's what I thought.
Bishop b1 will get the rooks there.
Rooks on the 7s, but maybe it's not more than a...
No, maybe rook check and f6.
Rook check and f6, yes.
But knight e6, who knows, yeah? But another move is clearly stronger, d5. And what
d5. So now he has to go what? Queen b2, maybe?
Queen b2 only move. So finally we get, after this bishop, yeah? This is the main target. Incredibly beautiful. Okay, I check, double check and take.
No, it's such a variety of crazy positions here. Like...
now you have to choose. You can take here, I take here.
Yeah, play with the queen, but probably
you play with the queen,
never unpin, right? This or
okay,
it's hard to say.
Very difficult to unpin, yeah. But you can take here and play maybe for a passed pawn, yeah, knight c5. Who knows, yeah? I believe that white is a stronger side, but hard to say how realistic its winning chances, yeah?
Wow.
After the game, I remember we analyzed a more prosaic move to take, and he has rook for 3 pawns. But white is better. Here, white is better. This I can say clearly, yeah? Because my pieces are better, let's say, bishop c2, we check. We don't take...
So not taking stupid rooks now.
Rook c1. Okay, now you can go to c8 under pins and we'll take it, yeah? And e5. Much easier to play with white, but who knows what, yeah?
Yeah, just thought after rook c8, we could also have like some really stupid position. 8, we take, go some bishop d6, for instance. Then in order to unpin, he has to play rook c4, maybe.
Yeah, and we can play f3.
And we can play f3, and yeah, like it's still some strange opposite colored endgame with an extra knight which cannot move.
Yeah. Totally crazy, yeah? But I want to make a general point, because, I said a bit earlier that, when you can avoid burning bridges, it's better to avoid, yeah? But from other point of view, that when you have to go forward, yeah? You have no choice. And you have just to support your activity with calculation, yeah? From certain moment, probably from rook c7, it's forced line, and there is no way back, yeah? I played rook d7, he took, queen d6. Bishop e6. Just to show the beauty, yeah, that's a rook d7, yeah?
Right, and no alternatives, right?
No alternatives. Okay, he can play, let's say, queen b5. He plays a2. Okay, I can take him, yeah? Rook f3. This is an alternative, but now, okay, just a piece down, rook joins an attack. It's made in few moves, yeah? Let's say bishop d4 and bishop. So he took, bishop e6. Yeah, bishop e8 loses, but he found a very inventive defense. Okay. It's very hard to say, unbalanced material. So it's still, okay, we play combination, but still we have to play very precise. Now it's a really good question what we'll play.
So, in such positions, I want to say once again, maybe I'm completely wrong, but I want to say, like, a lot of people, and me included, obviously, sometimes kind of don't feel the moment when to, let's say, switch the activity. Because, like, one of the moves I'm looking at is bishop d6.
Yes.
So I want to kind of, yes, the attack is good and everything, but maybe that's the moment when I have to, well, at least care a little bit about this a-pawn. Because it's very tempting to continue, I don't know how to continue attack, but king h2, rook h1, don't know. But maybe we don't need to.
To change gears, it's one of the main difficulties in chess, yeah? You attack, and no one will tell you, you can solve thousands of problems, but no one will tell when it's a moment to change.
Yeah, like kind of even like, okay, here it's a beautiful, attack combination and so on, but even like something more prosaic, you have an initiative and you have a chance to cash out into a position with an extra pawn where your opponent has some slight compensation. Yeah. And it's always a debate, like, is it enough? Right? Yes. Or should I push on? And doesn't matter what you choose, you can be wrong, right? You can win this pawn and it will end in a draw, or you can continue and it just peters out and there is no initiative anymore. Yeah, so it's always a tough question.
Yes, it's one of the main area of progress. Yeah, one can progress. When one improves this, will cash out more points. Even one time in a tournament, it's a big improvement.
Yeah. So bishop e5 would be my other idea.
Yeah, bishop e5 or bishop d6, two main candidates. If you are not an engine.
Aha.
No, but engine moves, it's like, but it's in fact, it's a real issue. Let's say bishop here. He has, first of all, I was not sure what will happen if he'll take, let's say, yeah? Because this pawn is kind of, let's say, queen h5 here. And now, okay, we have geometrical win, queen a5, queen a4.
No.
Okay, bishop f1 will take on a2 and take on
f1. Yep.
f1 and rook c8, rook c1, next move rook c4. But it's very hard to calculate, yeah? No one will tell us, yeah? Because also rook d8 is possible, bishop a3, and let's say rook d4.
No, just think, okay, at least I'm safe. There is no more a pawn, and I will not win this resulting position.
Yeah. Maybe you will win.
Well, sometimes.
Maybe
Yes,
we'll praise, everyone will praise your perfect technique.
But I think in Q&A section we have a guess from one of the attendees that without moving the bishop from g3, check and queen a5. I don't know if it's correct, but
Let's check. It's possible move. And
check and queen a5.
That's okay. We can take on d4 and if a2.
A2 d5, I guess, and it's kind of the knight is.
But knight b4, I'm not sure it's that clear. Let's say d5, you play knight d4, takes queen, take. Okay. Game goes on. Who knows, yeah? Everywhere white are close, but in a game it's okay. It's maybe get easier for black than in the game, yeah?
Yeah.
No, actually I played the bishop e5. I was hesitating between bishop d6, bishop e5, but I thought that, okay, I get more control on the a1 square. The engine shows actually better version, queen a1, c1. Seems like we lose tempo, but now bishop e5 is strong.
We win a tempo because of queen h6.
Oh, we don't hear you.
Sorry?
Because of queen h6. And if king a goes, okay, now d5 and we grab this pawn, yeah? But it's hard to see, yeah, because when you see, look at the position, two main candidates, you get bishop d6, you try, as you say, to win more material, or queen, or bishop e5, try to trade bishops. I had chosen the second option, yeah?
Yep.
He played rook f7. Actually, I was more concerned about bishop c4. Actually, I saw this idea now, but now it's different story because dark square bishop is left, yeah?
The other bishop survives, yeah.
Yeah, and here rook c8. I don't know. Knight c5. I was not sure, yeah, maybe it's still winning. Likely it's still winning, yeah?
Wait, couldn't you take on a3 or?
Yeah, I can do it next move, yeah?
You can still take it.
But of course, I was didn't pay much attention because all of us want to win directly, yeah? But here, my intention was to play rook a1, yeah? c1 is somehow stronger, a2, d5. Actually, because we still control and we attack bishop.
And if king h8, if he tries to unpin, we can still take the bishop on c4 or what?
I was even thought to play this, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
For pawns, but who knows, yeah? If it's one or not. No one will tell you, yeah? It's a good chance opponent would blunder some geometry and lose a piece, but still it's possible he finds some counterplay, yeah? But it's true, this is a bad question, yeah? Bishop e5, I kind of, it's more careful move, yeah? But maybe doesn't allow to win directly, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Here maybe the winning margin is still big, but in other position it can, we can pay quite a price for it, yeah? Okay, he played Rook f7, also very natural move, yeah? I checked and he played Bishop d7. And now actually, you know, I got into a position where it's not that simple. Actually, if you analyze with engine will laugh, says that it's easily won. Please think what you'll do.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do, because it seems that we will no longer checkmate our opponent. At least that's the feeling. So I don't know. I'm looking at options like rook a1 or even take g7, go queen d6. Try to kind of
the most direct. Yeah, we want queen d5. We want to take.
Well, that's an interesting suggestion to move the f pawn forward, f4, f5, f6.
Yeah, but we maybe a bit f4. Maybe he can. Maybe he can play a2 even. F5 knight b4, because f6 it's not a.
F6 we are not threatening a checkmate, right? Yeah, f6 he will promote. Yeah, could be.
Maybe time didn't come yet for this pawn advance.
Yes. So what happens if we take on g7 and go queen d6?
Yeah, it's possible. That's what I did, and that will be another next position, and I'll ask you to think.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a simpler move, but didn't cross my mind. Yeah, queen g3. And we win this pawn.
Because knight before we win the knight, yes.
Win the knight. And
geometry.
Then he tries to pretend there is nothing here. Yeah.
Yes.
But okay, not that obvious. Yeah, these moves back are very difficult to spot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And especially quiet moves, especially, you know, bishop g7 and queen d6 seems so natural, yeah? It's a fork, yeah, queen d5 and pawn on a3, and I played it, And when
And the knight cannot move, like really.
Yeah, when I played it, I became more or less pale because I found the defense for him.
Mm-hmm. It's not easy. Not easy to think of, at least for little me. No, some crazy stuff like knight c7 will never work, right? I mean, we take and a2, just rook a1.
Yeah.
Move the king away. No?
Move the king away, I take on a3. That's what happened in the game.
Uh-huh.
Rook f8, the simplest is to take a pawn. Yeah, not to get involved in all this stuff. Just take a pawn. Nothing had changed.
Yeah, but that's exactly why I'm posing, thinking like how realistic Black's chances if he loses the a pawn, and probably
Well, very
not really, right?
not really. Yeah. Then it will be time for f4 pawn to go forward. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If not, if d and e will not be enough. Yeah.
Yeah. But then we are left with not so many moves.
Yeah. But you are in the right way. Knight c7.
Ah, really?
And here, bishop h3.
Ah, here, bishop h3.
Okay, he can go actually here. Also possible line. But I think it has to be lost, yeah? No fortresses here.
Mm-hmm.
Where 2 pawns goes, black's piece are poorly coordinated. I don't see how they can avoid actually. Okay, they cannot put blockade on the d5. And if you don't put blockade on d5, let's say you put on d7, then activate the king and the mating threats will join f4 pawn.
Yeah, so this is.
But bishop h3. And
bishop
now,
h3.
if he will find it, I have 10 minutes for 8 moves, and I have to take a decision.
Ah, because you can go for a rook endgame.
Or not.
Uh-huh.
This is a tough choice. You go for rook endgame or you don't go for rook endgame.
Yeah, like rook endgame, the good thing is you probably don't lose it.
But very important here, okay, if he will play, let's say, here natural move, I will win. I will run with a king here. But he starts with rook a4. And I'm not in time to protect the pawn. If I protect, let's say, f3, he takes on d4, then with such advanced pawn, he will not lose. And if I play rook a1, we get to this theoretically drawing endgame.
Yeah.
Of course, in the game, everything can happen. But, okay, you know that your chances to win are not very high, yeah?
Yeah.
But otherwise, okay.
You have to give a check, right?
Give a check. It's reasonable, king h7.
King h7, and then it's a good question what to do.
Queen d5.
Queen d5, yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
But black has, few defenses. Let's say one of the defenses is bishop g2, king h2, and I cannot take.
Yeah.
Now rook f8.
So the game goes on, huh?
Game goes on. Rook c1. Very beautiful win. Rook f2, we will check on h5 and rook c8. But black has this tricky defense. Bishop f1. If rook f1, rook f6.
And we once again back to a rook endgame.
Yeah, but here maybe it's we're in time, let's say. We can win a tempo, protect all the pawns, yeah? Here we're in a pawn endgame where we can defend all our pawns. But to find it over the board...
No, this is crazy.
But also, he can have even trickier defense. I mean here, take and rook a6. We want to mate. Queen f5 with rook g6. I don't know. Being so low on time, I'm not sure I will go for it.
Yeah, so now maybe something like rook moving the rook, like rook b. No, so there is still no, like rook a1. Yes,
rook a1, but maybe he has king h8.
King h8, and he's threatening. Yeah.
Actually, the win is I don't think it's possible to find. Yeah, rook c1.
Wow.
A2, and now rook c6.
Because of queen h5, you want to play queen h5. Yes,
we allow to queen, but here it's mate. But to no one will tell us during the game it's mate.
No, I mean, even here, even in this position, how can you be sure? Like it's already 10 moves deep or whatever.
Yes.
And you still have to carefully check, like if there is a move or there is no move.
Yes.
Ron in Q&A suggests rook b1 instead of rook c1. I don't know if there is any difference, like at the very end.
I tell you, it's possible, but sorry. Wait. Yes. Rook. You mean here? But rook b1, he will start with a2.
Yeah, but that's rook b6, isn't it the same?
Maybe it's the same. At the best, it's the same, yeah? But somehow, maybe it's the same, yeah?
Yeah, so good.
But rook a1 already king h8.
Yeah.
We cannot get it. Okay, another possibility here is queen c6. But rook a5.
Now I don't know what we do.
Now it's maybe rook c1 again, it's very strong. But to find it's possible, but to believe it's winning, it's difficult, yeah?
And again, I have to say, like, if you're calculating this stuff from afar,
yeah,
even like rook g2, king h1, rook h5, for instance.
Yeah, no,
it threatens 0. There is queen e8, but I mean, seeing such things like your king is in the corner about to get made. The funny thing about rook h5, there is no threat.
Bishop g2. It's
bishop g2 is still.
That's why we put here. But to see that bishop h3, we take this check. Yeah.
Yeah, there was also a suggestion to go queen c3. I'm not sure in which position. Maybe
we can
after rook a5, maybe queen c3.
Yes, queen c3 it's possible, but probably he can play rook h5 immediately.
Protect everything. And then we take on a3 and say you have no threats. No.
Bishop g2, rook h1 mate is already there.
But also rook g2 and back to g7 is probably.
Yeah. And if we try to stabilize, I think we are not in time because a1 is a threat or rook h1.
But there is check now. on c4.
Check here, check on c4, yeah? So maybe rook a7, yeah?
Yeah.
Queen
Okay,
b6.
this is that there is a chance that we are winning, but
Yeah, but also...
or maybe not. Queen c8, king h7.
h7.
Right?
Whatever you check, king h7, no further checks. And then we play rook a5, pawn runs.
And yeah, and you're lucky if you always have the perpetual.
Yeah, likely you will, yeah, against the king is so unprotected that likely you will have, but who knows?
Mhm. Queen c3.
So where you know, that's you know, it will be, of course, you play brilliant, you play, find all this rook d7, bishop e6, and then suddenly he founds a defense, and here, what you do, yeah?
Yeah, it's actually like in my case, I can almost assure you that by the time we reach this position, if I found everything previously, I'm just going for this endgame. That's okay, because I'm already kind of getting nervous. Maybe on a good day I can stop and then force myself to calculate. But
very likely. But the question is that maybe because chess is difficult game, but also maybe the only way we could really play better is here. Yeah, but no one knows if bishop d6 was maybe we'll get to the same difficulty. Yeah. Because if you analyze with ancient whatever says it's easy, you win here, you play rook c1, you keep cool. But when you see personal dimension, it's far from the same, yeah?
mm-hmm.
And I'm even telling, we are playing, in the top tournament, yeah? If you play a regular tournament, even strong club player, it's very difficult already, yeah, to find, not to collapse, yeah, but we are discussing even the thinking method, yeah? Mm-hmm. What shall we do? Shall we back up and go to this rook endgame or keep on playing? From other point of view, still if we try to play something, let's say we play, what is this? Wait a second. Queen c6, we are still okay. We always have perpetual from other point of view, more or less, yeah?
Oh, wait, still, and don't we have like e5 where we cannot be worse, right?
e5, but I think he will take. And we
yeah,
get...
but...
no.
I mean, we cannot be worse anyway.
Right? Yeah, that's what I mean. No, e5 may be practical, yeah, because if he takes, we get the same endgame, but...
I mean, I have the perpetual, but I also have the endgame, which I will never lose, but probably not win as well, but...
But maybe here you're right, maybe it's a better version, yeah?
If I get the king to e4, I'm actually very optimistic.
Yeah. So let's check. And now we have a threat queen 8, queen h5. So I think he has to take. And now king f7, king f3.
Wait a second, Boris.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Can it be that he doesn't take on g2, the queen? Bishop takes, queen takes. Maybe he tries to win a tempo, goes a2, rook a1, and some rook a3 or something like.
It's possible.
Yeah, I mean, this is, you can never stop like in such positions. Yeah. And then maybe I'm winning very important tempo, like if king f1 takes, king f7, the king is not in time to e4.
Yes. It's definitely but in this endgame also I think it's a useful rule that okay, you win a tempo, you do it, yeah. You don't, even if you lose,
you don't try to understand like if there is a difference, is the difference important? You can win a tempo. It doesn't look
unless
like a
it's a mutual Zugzwang position, which you find in studies. Actually, I was solving yesterday a study where you have to lose tempo, yeah, mutual Zugzwang. But it's an exceptional case.
Mm.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
let's continue. Let's continue.
So in the game, he
Played king h7. He didn't find it. Because, normally it was 98 and Alexey used to find such resources in a lot of games. He was so resilient. Okay, I remember he won a game against Vladimir Kramnik, totally lost position. He sacrificed the rook, just created chaos on the board and won, in one of Linares's. Still now, but that time when he was at his peak, he was very resilient. Queen a3, knight c7, queen e3. And now I kind of consolidated, And now also, probably I still didn't have much time, but it's easy for me to play. I know what to do, Also, and white has the same number of pawns like a number of black pieces. Funny statistic.
Wait a second. After you played h4, what move it was, Boris? h4 in the opening. When you played h4 in the opening, what number of moves it was?
Rook c7 was move 19.
So I mean, since then, you kept all the pawns. You kept all the pawns, like hg, and like...
Yeah, from move 18.
Such a lot of stuff happened, like brilliant variation, sacrifices, this, that, and white pawns are on the same square.
All of his 4 pawns disappeared,
Yeah, so in a way, that's a very unique position. Like a lot of stuff happened really here. But the pawns stayed.
Let's get further. He played knight e6. Okay, he tries to get some counterplay. What to do? In a bad position, we have to try to fish. d5, knight g5. f4. Time for f4 pawn. I waited, they wanted to push f4 pawn. Now time had come. If knight f7, f5, we cut bishop. Maybe rook will join an attack. So he tries... but he tries for counter. King h1, and now rook g8. It's nothing, so he plays rook a2.
So if we take the knight, he wants to play rook g to g2.
Yeah.
He threatens not even a perpetual, but a checkmate.
Yeah.
And also there is some bishop b5 along the road.
Yeah, maybe we have to play here, otherwise how can we avoid? But then he checks and takes here. And let's put it, we are not winning,
Oh, wait a second. I mean, not only we are not, we are not winning, but the funny thing is the queen is trapped.
Yeah.
Literally trapped.
Queen d1 is possible, but...
But then it's just a perpetual.
Maybe check, bishop g4. Already black are looking for a possibility. There's a perpetual in the pocket,
Okay, so do we don't want to take some f5 maybe here?
Yes, f5. Avoiding trap. He has to go back. We go forward. Rook g6, and we go forward. When f4 pawn started, never stops. And now finally the main threat is a promotion of a knight.
Yeah.
Queen is also good enough,
Okay, so here
he resigned.
Yeah, there is no resource. Yeah, after rook a2. Yeah, there was a correct suggestion. Yeah, so we had a very active participant this time. Ron.
Yeah, but let's discuss. Maybe we have some questions we didn't address, yeah, from Rohan. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, mostly, as far as I can see in the Q&A form, mostly it were those were like comments about some positions, and I think quite a few of them were on point. And finally, they said, yeah, after rook a2, f5, and
yeah,
so on.
Yeah.
So this is a unique game, I want to say, Boris. Okay, maybe not for you, but like for... I wonder if I ever played the game. I mean, I'm not saying like, comparing beauty of this game, that game, it's always like some like this stuff, some other, like other stuff. I mean, such a tense game, it's very, very rare that basically the combination and everything and kind of, everything happened, and then the game still goes on with a lot of resources and so on. So basically, like, as far as I can see, okay, it was a very tough opening. Then you find this beautiful move, rook d7, after which, like, opponent collapses and maybe some trivial conversion, maybe even long conversion, but you're like, there is no doubt you're winning, right? And here, it's amazing how this, I think it's a quality of elite players, like, to manage not to collapse, to manage to always put problems, even like it's a dead lost position, but try to win it against a strong player.
But also, I think it's a sign of more modern times, yeah? Let's say if you look at the games, historical games, normally players would collapse after first,
First serious blow, right? I mean, okay, rook f7 happened or bishop f7 happened. Okay. I have to take twice.
Maybe in 50s, they will survive more, but already in 90s, the defensibility grew immensely. And now it changed. Yeah, people will not collapse, but maybe also, I still feel that, okay, the way, let's say, Shirov defended in 90s or Anand, okay, no one nowadays defends so well from top players.
Interesting.
I think they pay too much, bullet, too much blitz, so people are looking for traps instead of, some deep defensive ideas.
Yeah, so traps rather than kind of concepts, right?
Concepts, yeah, because, okay, here Alexey found, and, he saw it, yeah? He saw bishop e6, okay, he felt rook c7, he saw forced line, he is playing ambitious, and he saw bishop e6. It's easy to stop here that black are losing, yeah? But Alexey found all these ideas, queen b5, rook f5, queen b2. He saw all this, yeah?
Yeah, it's impressive.
And also here, okay, bishop e6, he gives up, he looks for possibility for this pawn, he realizes where the chances can be, yeah?
Yeah, and
it's
also
really surprising he didn't find this knight c7, because it will be really...
Yeah, but that's also very, how to say, like, very common, that if you face some defense like this, it's very easy to go wrong. Like, as I said, like, to simplify unnecessary, or on contrary, like to go, not to pay close attention, to contemplate, let's say, okay, I will checkmate, you go f4, f5, and all of a sudden the a pawn promotes. It's very common.
Yeah, and it's, let's say, everyone has it, yeah, if you look at the games, even top players, maybe some convert more winning positions, but still everyone struggle with the same, because it's very tough decision, yeah? No one will tell us, yeah, when to simplify and when to overdo, yeah? During a big part of my career, I had tendency to overdo, and I lost quite a few games with this attitude. Then my good friend, legendary trainer Yuri Rozovayev, gave me a tip. He told it's better, to simplify, yeah, not to at least not to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Get the game for 2 results.
Yeah, that sounds like I remember me being maybe around this Polanica Zdroj Open. In fact, like it's me being about almost 20 years old, young international master, and I remember this sounded so unfun when they would say, like, why do you play for an attack in the position where you could go for an end game? Right? It sounds it's boring and so on. Who plays like this? You will never become, I don't know. But a player, but in fact, it's also, I think it's part of it why we say, like, yeah, this is an area to improve, but also everyone makes these mistakes. Part of it is psychology or the way human brain works. Like you because concentrate for that much, and then it's very, very natural, right? I mean,
yes, because later on I maybe suffer from different, I try maybe, not to go for the throat, but to go for 2 result game, and they also miss something. Let's say when I was writing this set of decision-making book, my co-author, Jakob Ogord, whose main specialty is calculation, always telling me, you cannot calculate, you take the safest option. If you'll calculate, you'll find more. But also, he doesn't take in consideration the probably less ability of human brain. That if you go move by move, also when you assessment position is in your head. When it gets chaotic, maybe one day you will calculate and find, but other day you will lose control and lose.
Yeah, but that's a big problem, and I'm being kind of part of my chess activities nowadays, coaching, right? And that's a problem with a lot of coaches when they don't play the games themselves. I used to play chess, right? But when you don't play the game for long, you tend to forget what it is like taking decisions in the real game.
Also, when you analyze maybe too much this engine, if you don't play, it's very difficult to tell whether it's foundable or it's not.
Exactly. Like, okay, but the engine says this, the engine said that. It's a very dangerous approach.
Yes, also I want to probably, I think there are some young players. I want to tell them that it's very important to tell, because some unexperienced coaches or parents can see that, okay, they don't play against first line of telephone and say, oh, you don't play well, you don't calculate well, because they don't take it in consideration. Maybe the essence of mistakes is different. Maybe you don't take right decisions. Because it's in a way it's illusory goal to play against the first line. And maybe it's a wrong goal. Maybe I'm not sure even top players are making this attempt to do it.
But that's, once again, it's I think it's been brought up many times, but like if you're trying to imitate the engine, it's basically you're trying to, I don't know, to teach a runner, a sprinter, to, like, why can't you move as fast as the car, right? I mean, it's a different thing.
Different thing. One have to develop his own ability, and can attempt to go around first line.
So we still have some time left. Could you maybe, let's try to, I don't know, to once again highlight key moments. What can we learn from here? I'm actually thinking also from Black's play, we could learn quite a few more key moments for Black, right?
Yes, it's a trademark of our master classes that we always sum up what we learned, and I think it's very important. When probably I told when I was a teenager, I had a lucky chance to meet Alexander Koblenz, trainer of Michael Tal, and we had a talk for maybe 1 hour, and he told me that, okay, there are a lot of games played that time, yeah, now it's 100 times more, and one cannot remember the whole game, but one have to point out the key moment of each game and remember that. That I learned, and then what I want to also share this attitude with our attendees, yeah. So this is still opening, yeah, this is maybe first moment, yeah. A3, it's a natural move, A5, okay, also it, very logical, yeah, if you play A5, A4, you play A3, yeah. But also maybe to include knight into the game where the top priority in this position, yeah. Because A3 will no one would prevent, but here rook C7 is a very clever move. What I like, multifunctional move, yeah, because we prevent knight C6 and we create potential to bring many pieces in the game, like say bishop C4 to this diagonal, but also an idea of rook C2.
Tactical idea of rook C2, yeah.
Let's say it's a multifunctional move. Also, what we learned that okay, let's say such a let's say e5. Also, already here we can see that this combination is in the air. In the game it followed in better circumstances, but also when I thought for 1 hour, I assembled all patterns which position has, so many patterns. That's what they say about football, that first 10 minutes Leo Messi is walking around and watching what the opponent team does to watch the weak places in the opponent's position he will use in a match. So here in the chess the same, yeah. When you calculate, you not only calculate line by line, but you also think about what patterns are in this position, what the main ideas sides have. Also, what we learned that let's say this kind of position. Yeah. In white's favor, yeah. That even so we are an exchange down, 2 pawns are good compensation, and also we have more pieces on the board, yeah. We don't go further when we think if it's big advantage or not, because no one tells us that we have big advantage in the initial position. And one of the mistakes when we start an attack, also I want to underline, we didn't talk about it, is, you know, when we start an attack, we look only for lines where we win. Let's say if opponent defends and we get, let's say, position when we have initiative, nothing is clear, it's not a reason to discard it, yeah? No one told us that our attack is decisive, yeah? Another idea is rook C2, same story. And now, again, this is this pattern, bishop f7, and here, okay, out of desperation, we have to find 1 out of 2 ideas. Sometimes we burn bridges, but still, if we believe in our position, very often we find some possibilities. I mean, here, yeah, rook d7 or bishop e6, also very creative idea, yeah.
Yeah, it's incredibly beautiful, but also
yeah, also a lot of richness, because here we can reach all kind of different material balances, yeah. A, B, some piece down, rook down, equal material, few pawns up, but pawns on B2. It's impossible to calculate everything, yeah. But also, I think it's still a good idea to control that we don't overpress, yeah. Because it's a bad feeling if you play a creative game, it's that we lose, it's double blow, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, if we miss a win, it's the same. Also, here bishop e6. Yeah, this pattern we saw there it was not working, but here it works. Yeah. And now next pattern it's here. Yeah. And we see also for black with each move he forced us to make very tough decisions. Yeah. When he played knight a6 with each move, okay, he gives up pawns, but he forces us to act very energetic. And here it's a choice. I decided, to trade dark square bishop. And okay, one cannot blame that I didn't find a better version. Yeah. A bit counterintuitive to provoke pawn and
queen c1 is nice though.
From h6, yeah. But bishop d6 it's also very tempting, but also the lines we showed you are far from being simple, yeah. But bishop here, pound, and here also, when we defend, we don't collapse, yeah. We don't collapse. We keep our, strong points going, yeah. It's easy to give up pawn on a3, develop pieces, but okay, he has to develop, believe in the strong point of position on a pawn. So black also have, white also have something to risk, yeah, to consider. Bishop g7, queen g3 is a very tough move, yeah. It's but also it's good to know all this geometry, yeah.
Yeah, that's a beautiful move.
Yeah. But also here, this geometry, knight c7, tough to find, but if you find it out of desperation, we have to go for it, yeah? If you see that we don't lose immediately here, we have to go for good or for bad, yeah? Because my king h7, okay, white doesn't need to make any tough decisions in the game. We play queen e3, we run with a pawn. Okay, we avoid a simple trap, yeah? Really simple. But here, first of all, it's one of the defensive techniques is to give a choice to our opponent. And here, you give a big choice and also psychological choice, because it's very natural to liquidate, yeah? And if we see rook a4, then okay, your chances to save is big. And also, also we have to compare, because easy to discard it. Oh, rook ending 2 pawns down, likely it's lost. But if you are not sure it's lost, it's already a good point, yeah? Because maybe it's lost, but as what happened in the game, it's easily lost. While here we can defend tenuously for many moves and likely save a game. That's the main lessons of this game.
Yeah, and yeah, nice nuances. And
yes, but also, I want to add one more thing, because when we say our masterclass about attack, it's true, it's main, but chess is a rich game. One can never find, one game when also you learn how to attack, yeah? Because here we discussed also some defensive technique, psychological choices, priorities, and that is what chess is about.
Yeah, it's a very complex. Well, if it's played nicely, then it's a complex game. It's sort of a dialogue between the two players, right? I mean, okay, I found an idea, and you have to oppose something, or I will win without any kind of without any trouble, and then yeah.
Yes, that's what Levon Aronian says. For him, chess is a form of dialogue. Very, very clever observation.
Yes.
And as you said the same, they say great minds think alike.
Thanks. Thanks. Yeah, and if we come up with with quotes or stuff to to recall, when you were talking about like abilities of Shirov finding this defensive ideas and so on. All of a sudden, I've recalled, I think it was Grishuk saying about Nepomniachtchi, about Nepo, that you can beat Jan, but you can never enjoy a game against him. So like you'll be completely winning and still he will find tricks and so on. So he will not just, slowly lose a positional game.
I'm as the best example of it. So many times I was winning a huge advantage against him, and still I failed. Failed. He has maybe put this Shirov's defensive ability on higher level.
Yeah, but that's what I'm thinking, that maybe that's a quality of simply like good, strong players. Like on different level, like for instance, you would say, okay, 2650 guy will not show such opposition, but if I'm 25 rated and I get good position against 2650, then I have problems against them and so on, right? So that's a quality of a good player.
It's one of the qualities, yeah. Unfortunately, he didn't show this to his full in World Championship match, yeah?
Yeah,
because his defense was his main point, but probably because of the tension, yeah? Because so many times he showed his abilities in games, yeah, and maybe Alexander experienced it more than me. He played more times with Jan than I did, but also, in Grand Prix when Jan qualified for his first candidate, he won. Okay, I was very close to winning, but still he was posing so many problems.
Right. Okay. So, and I guess that was it for today. Thanks very much.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone. And I hope both our attendees and those who will listen to the recorded video will enjoy and learn a lot. And see you next time.
See you. See you next month. Thanks very much.
Enjoy chess.